I'm Edie Lush and I'm here at the inaugural Hub Culture Lunch for Extraordinary Women. In fact, it's the Ordinary Club of Extraordinary Women. Now, a really interesting story. Gay Longworth, you're a writer. And when you changed from writing thrillers to romantic comedies...
It wasn't romantic comedy, actually.
Okay.
It's just straight fiction.
Straight fiction.
So no murders, no body count.
And what happened? What did the publisher make you do?
They made me change my name. Which I want to sing that. They made me change my name. Anyway, I had to change my name because it was too complicated to have a writer of thrillers then be suddenly put somewhere else in the bookshop. And I immediately, and I said, okay, I'll go along with that. I can understand. I've had 4 books as Gay Longworth. They want to reinvent Carrie Adams, give it a big push. So I sort of fell for that theory. And I said, but please don't give me an illustrated cartoon, girl on the cover with a high bouncy ponytail, like the old Eurostar adverts. They said, no, we won't. We know it's much more sort of dark domestic thriller as opposed to a police thriller. And I got a pale pink cover with a cartoon character with a bouncy ponytail on it.
And how much as a writer do you have a say in that? Could you say no?
I tried to say no. I actually tried to say no a lot. And what was extraordinary that year is I have 3 other girlfriends who are writers. One is a Gothic novelist, one was writing just contemporary fiction, and a third who was still writing thrillers. And we all got pink covers.
That's extraordinary.
Yeah, and actually I did some research on it. And it was when they were selling a lot of content through the supermarkets. And they worked out that women pushing their trolleys had about 0.03 seconds to make their mind up as to what book they would put into their shopping trolley.
Right.
And so if they saw pale pink, they knew it was for them, and they'd put it into their cart.
Do you think this is the same argument that people use for razors? Because I don't want to buy the pink razor. But I mean, do you know what I mean?
Yes, and I mean, and also those 4 books, the content was so vastly different.
Right.
And yet we are lumped together as a one pale pink shopper.
Right. Your story resonates with me because when I got married and I decided to change my name, my producer...
Would you like to sing that?
I would like you to sing that for me.
They made her change her name.
My producer, who was a friend, said to me, you can't change your name from Edie Corman to Edie Lush because everyone will think that we've hired a porn star at Bloomberg Television. And I told this to my husband and my sister-in-law, who's actually called Louisiana Lush. My husband's name is Cosmo Lush. And they just said, well, weirdly enough, we've managed to get along all our lives with Lush as a last name. And it was, I didn't take his advice, obviously. But I thought it was an extraordinary kind of moment. And I wonder if having 2 names has in any way helped you at all.
No, I think that I lost my backlist. The moment I became Carrie Adams, I lost Gay Longworth's backlist. So I suddenly looked like I only had 2 novels to my name as opposed to 6.
Right.
So actually I think I lost something. And I wish I had had the hindsight to fight, particularly that women can tell stories that don't have to be wrapped up in this sugar-coated rom-com. I mean, I cannot tell you how often I'm asked, when I say I'm a writer, they say, romance. Right. That is always the first question. And the second question is, anything I would have read? It's always men who ask me that question.
Right.
And my answer to that is, probably not, because men don't read books written by women. That's why J.K. Rowling was so clever.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for stopping by the Hub Culture camera. And I'm Edie Lush.